Something we promised to preserve for the entire humankind is under threat.
Give me a break.
Who is it this time?
Omega.
I told you we should never leave him alone.
Can't he really become one of us?
It's too late for that. And now, what's your say?
I agree.
Well then, let it happen.
Nice place. You can feel the atmosphere.
I'm glad you came. In my opinion, we hit the nail on the head when we invited you to work with us.
Nice to hear that. I won't disappoint you.
Let's get to the point then. This used to be Marcel's workshop. Now it's at your disposal.
Has my predecessor
You can call him Marcel.
cataloged the contents?
Yes, he opened the chest, but unfortunately closed it before his death.
Marcel's dead? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
A tragedy. I didn't want to mention it earlier so you wouldn't get the impression you already got it.
You didn't want to discourage me?
People die. It happens.
What's wrong in here?
The wind, it rules the place.
True. It's difficult to get used to it.
Sometimes when it blows like that, it feels like a wall. You may feel like leaning against it or even lying down on it. Don't do that.
This place is impressive.
Yes, you can focus on your work here. Marcel considered this retreat in the tower as his private area.
I'm not surprised.
It's not like my place downstairs, especially the kids, these hordes of little savages. They tear everything to pieces.
The curse of school trips?
I love children, but I'm overjoyed once the season is over.
This chest I'm supposed to examine. What can you tell me about it?
Marcel left a report somewhere here. Basically, Paris treated itself to an expensive gift and suddenly lost affection for it.
And the facts?
16th century. Belonged to one of those Spanish nobles who brought the New World to its knees.
A marvelous age of sailing ships, legends, and incredible bravado.
You like these fairy tales, too. It's rare in women.
I grew up looking out for adventure from my window as if from a crow's nest. My uncle's house was a galleon sailing out into a completely different tale every morning.
And where is this Isle of Blissful Childhood?
Everywhere. Malta in my case.
That's right. Your uncle lived there, after all. His death was an irreparable loss for our whole community.
And a totally pointless one. Going back to the chest, who was its owner?
500 years ago, it belonged to Ponce de Leon. You know who I'm talking about?
The discoverer of Florida.
He was looking for the Fountain of Youth there. The chest, though, had its own vicissitudes. Through Spain, it reached Italy. In the 19th century, it disappeared, probably in a private collection, only to reappear unexpectedly at an auction in England.
Sounds intriguing.
Let me just add that its secrets are protected by a combination lock, and a very interesting one.
About Marcel, was it an accident?
Fell off the cliff. So if you feel like going for a romantic walk, better give it up.
I will, at least today. Did he work here for a long time?
Yes, one day too long.
He must have known the surroundings well, didn't he?
Theoretically. You know that Marcel was an expert?
But an underestimated one.
He was like a curious urchin. Maybe he was testing the hardness of the wind then. I know, that was stupid. One thing more. On such windy, cold evenings, we warm ourselves up with a bit of liquor. But as with every single thing in this world, you need to know your limits.
Are you asking me out for a drink?
Well, yes, naturally. Maybe tonight?
Thanks, but no thanks. Tonight, I'd like to rest.
I'm sorry, I guess that was a bit clumsy.
Never mind. Could you tell me something about the team?
Most of them are on vacation. Apart from the two of us, there are only Antoine the janitor and Claire the restorer.
Just one more thing.
Yes?
Basically, I'm here today just to get the lay of the land. I'm coming back home tomorrow, and then I'm going to Venice for a lecture. It'll take me a couple of days.
Right, now I remember you're promoting your book. Can I count on a copy with your autograph?
Obviously, once I return from Venice, as the whole edition is in Italy.
Perfect.
You've made me so curious, I'd like to start work today. I'll be able to think it over on my trip.
Ah, I knew you'd rise to the bait. In that case, I'll trouble you no more. But should you need any help, you know where to find me.
Thanks. I'll have a look around.
I'll see you later.
The retreat of a discoverer and a treasure hunter. What a thrill. Judging by the control panel, this 3D printer is carrying out a certain task. Judging by the control panel, this 3D printer is carrying out a certain task. A polished 16th century plate armor, a masterpiece of armorer's craft. A fresh breeze, 5 on the Buford scale. A fresh breeze, 5 on the Buford scale. A gentle breeze, 3 on the Buford scale. The reproduction depicts a gale. That's 8 on the Buford scale. A picture showing a pottery fragment. It looks like a spout of a jug. Closed. I guess this is where Marcel kept the most precious documents. Hello, I have nothing to copy, do I? I need to clean it up before copying anything. Now that's a place I like. The smell of wood, stone walls, books, and of a secret waiting to be found. A list of items from the chest. I should verify it. Such beautiful ornaments on the lid. These dials are a part of the combination lock, I guess. The chest is secured with a combination lock. Closed. I wonder what this lock protects. A spacious interior. Used to be a stateroom. The director is kind of stiff, but he's the boss after all. The painting on the vault comes from a different period than the walls. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. I should ask the restorer for permission. An epic battle scene. Looks like the beginning of the 18th century. Hello? Am I interrupting? Silvi Lere, archaeologist.
Call me Claire. You're very young for an expert.
I've just started working on that chest.
Tell me, where did you work before?
On Gazo.
Ah, yes, I've heard of it. Professor Leroux's a relative of yours?
My uncle.
Now it all makes sense. With such backing, it's not that difficult to become a workshop manager in a provincial museum.
Spare me the remarks. I'm a freelancer and I don't intend to stay here for long.
I don't believe you can make a living in this business with such an approach.
You can at least try.
Not a bad idea. Until you fall for some macho, you can roam around the world till your heart's content. After all, you can always count on your uncle to fix you up with a job.
My uncle's dead.
I'm so sorry. Don't be mad at me. I thought you were going to steal my post.
It's okay.
I'm just being mean. But it's all because of Marcel.
The boss told me that...
Told you about us?
No.
To be absolutely clear, we were a couple until recently.
I see. I'm really sorry about his death.
It was a difficult relationship.
Marcel was working on that chest. Did he mention anything?
He didn't mention anything else. This type of man, I had to use all my womanly skills to distract him from work.
Did he tell you how to open the chest?
The combination? He had trouble with it. He called different people and asked around in Paris.
So I guess they told him.
I don't know, but don't call them.
Why?
You'll tell me I'm paranoid.
Naturally, unless you explain it to me.
Okay, then. The guy there who was responsible for this chest?
Well?
He died of heart failure.
Some kind of ill fortune?
What else? You think Marcel got so loaded in the inn that he decided to fly around?
You mean the inn by the castle?
He didn't take drugs, that's for sure. Yes, you need to go along the cliff. But don't do it at night.
It wasn't an accident?
Let's drop the subject. I'd like to ask you a favor.
Yeah.
Don't make a fuss over the box. Don't call anybody.
I wanted to work on that lock on my own anyway.
Thanks. Look around the workshop. Marcel used to record some things on the museum dictaphone.
I'll find Marcel's dictaphone.
Just don't bring it to me, please. I couldn't bear listening.
Okay. Back to work.
Sylvie? You're all right. I think we'll get along.
I'm sure of that. Can I borrow something? I haven't found anything at Marcel's.
No wonder. What do you need?
A brush and some varnish?
You'll find them in the box. Help yourself.
Thanks. Take care.
Remember, I always have time for a chat.
All in all, Claire is okay, though she can be a nuisance. A brilliantly reconstructed Viking boat. I could use a new cartridge. The chest is secured with a combination. Do you know it?
Look through Marcel's notes.
They surely know the combination in Paris. They wouldn't buy a pig in a poke, would they?
They'd be moaning again that they have to lead us by the hand like kids. Try to deal with it on your own.
Fine, but it will take a while.
With all due respect, we really can afford paying for a few more hours.
I'll get back to work then.
Good luck.
Is the 3D printer carrying out some specific task?
Marcel programmed it, but he didn't finish printing. You can continue his work.
Thanks. I'll have a look around.
I'll see you later.
I'm even more eager to work now that I've had this conversation, but those gloomy overtones... I'd better talk to Claire and find out what this is all about. Marine exhibits look truly magnificent in a Gothic interior. I don't know what I should ask about. Brittany welcomes me with rain and sunlight by turns. Well-preserved old walls, solid work of medieval craftsmen. It's not a great idea. Hello, sir.
Welcome, Siren.
Silvi Leru, to be precise.
Call me Antoine.
I've started working on Ponce de Leon's chest. You know who I mean?
You bet. We used to sail together in my youth.
That's ridiculous, Antoine.
You're right. He was Spanish. I used to sail with Cartier, who was younger. You know the man?
Oh, I do. He died 450 years ago.
Oh boy, time does fly.
Antoine.
It's a shame, Siren. You're not in the mood for a joke.
Thanks for now.
If you need me, I'm here.
Charming place. Ideal for a romantic weekend. The inn is closed, no water. I don't know what I should... Trial and error, they say. The lights signal a resin shortage. This won't work. It's not a great idea. Think, Sylvie. This won't work. A dictaphone, probably used to record comments on the spot. They could be useful in restoration work. An epic battle scene. I found the dictaphone, but it's empty. The memory card is missing.
After our conversation, I realized that on the day of his accident, Marcel left the card for me. I found it.
May I listen to it?
You do that. I don't feel up to it. Perhaps you'll find something there.
Thanks. You like this job?
You like yours?
Sure.
Then you have your answer.
Don't your arms hurt?
Oh, yeah, and legs. But when it comes to paintings, time flies. Rigging and sails are a real nightmare. And the dust.
Take care.
Remember, I always have time for a chat.
I hope this recording will help me open the chest. Where can I find some resin for the scanner?
Ask Antoine.
Thanks. I'll have a look around.
I'll see you later.
Let's listen to whatever secrets this recording holds.
I've got to hurry to the inn. I don't want him to come here. Most importantly, I've opened the chest at last. Here are the clues if you need them. Gale, Jupiter. The last digit you will know, Claire. Okay, recorded.
If I understood the recording well, Marcel had an appointment at the inn. A Gale, Jupiter. Claire will know the last number. I've got to talk to her. I need some resin for the 3D printer.
What are you up to, Siren?
Pretty please? I'd like to finish it and go to bed. I'm leaving first thing in the morning.
You know that I haven't been sleeping well since I got my berth on the land.
I beg you.
I don't know where I keep that resin.
Before his accident, Marcel scanned something but didn't manage to print it.
On that night? Yes, he was in a hurry.
He had a meeting. Did you see who with?
Oh, I didn't stick my nose out in that slanting rain. I wouldn't like to have been at sea then.
I just thought I could finish the thing he'd started.
I'll be back in a moment, Siren.
There you are.
You want one?
No, I don't smoke.
Good for you. Soon it's going to be banned even here. Am I supposed to go to the cliff in such weather? Like hell I will.
I listened to Marcel's recording.
Anything interesting?
He mentions the combination lock.
That's all?
Well, it sounds quite weird. Goes like this. Gale, Jupiter.
That's Marcel all over. He and his riddles.
And at the end, he adds that you will know?
He was wrong.
Maybe he wasn't. Please.
Are there any digits on this lock?
Yes, on 3 dials.
These words, Gale and Jupiter, are clues.
That sentence saying that you will know also hides a digit.
A Gale and Jupiter?
And you know the 3rd digit.
Ah, I will know. Marcel and me. But Marcel's no longer with us. Only I can tell you what our relationship was like. And it wasn't so bad, believe me.
I do.
What about you? You have anybody?
Used to.
Does it hurt?
A bit.
Cheer up. You're pretty smart. You've got great looks, nice legs.
Just like you.
But yours are younger. Way younger.
You're exaggerating.
You know, when I came to work here, it all went wrong on the very first day. They were redecorating. There was no hot water. I was so peeved. And to test me, the boss asked me to clean a mermaid head. All of it. I couldn't even start work as Marcel, who kept all the reagents, had left. Even the turpentine was missing. When he returned, I gave him a very hard time over it. I wonder why he even wanted to talk to me after that. But he felt guilty and helped me. That was our day, the 2nd of March.
A turbulent beginning.
like the raging storm around us.
You said the second.
Our day.
This might be the digit, 2.
A nice digit. 1, for instance, looks so lame next to it. Let's go inside. It's freezing out here.
By the way, in that recording, Marcel mutters something about a meeting at the inn. Sound familiar?
Not really.
Take care.
Remember, I always have time for a chat.
So it's 2. God, she's so affected by Marcel's death. I'm sorry that Claire had to go through so much.
I've got the materials you need.
Have you found it, Antoine?
Is it enough?
I think so. Thank you. I also need some powder for the printer.
We ordered some, but it hasn't been delivered yet. But if you need it so much, there's another way.
Such as?
Once Marcel used potato flour. As a result, the printout was less durable.
Do you have some flour, Antoine?
Why would I keep it here, Siren?
See you, Antoine.
Fair winds and following seas, Siren.
I don't know what I should ask. The reproduction depicts a gale. That's 8 on the Beaufort scale. The chest is secured with a combination lock. The mechanism has clicked. I've unlocked the chest. Wonderful. What treasures lie within? A 16th century pistol with a ramrod and a spanner for the lock. The spanner may fit not only the pistol, a 16th century pistol with a cleaning device. It was used for cleaning the barrel. I could gently push something with it. Is it a secret compartment? I can't pull it out. Something must be blocking the bottom. Think, Sylvie, think. Maybe now I can open it. There's something in the compartment. A wonderfully ornamented cover. Looks like the 16th century. A hand-painted volume. It's in perfect condition. It must have been properly stored. I can't believe it. Pieces of the map were sewn in between the pages. Now I can take out the map pieces. I could match these pieces together.